Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? ¿Cómo están? Yo soy Pablo de la Gema, déjame cambiar el ángulo, se ve mucho mi cama. Oh shit, todo se cae, ¿qué está pasando? Ahí estás bien, ahí me ves bien, ahí te gusta, ahí está chido, ¿estás cómodo? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Yo estoy bien, ¿y tú? Tranquilo, tranquilo, hoy es jueves. Usualmente los jueves no tenemos podcast, pero es que, pues vaya, hubo fin de semana de torneo, estuve muy cansado, ya saben cómo son los eventos de Smash, mucha fiesta, mucho juego, entonces, o sea, pues estuve un poco apagado lunes y martes, pero ahora ya estamos chidos, y bueno, dije, no, pues no podemos dejar a la gente sin podcast, ¿no? Entonces no vamos a dejarlos nada más con uno, sino con dos, los que deberían tener doble función esta noche del podcast de la Gema. Vamos a tener los episodios 29 y 30, así que vaya, creo que nos vamos a divertir bastante hoy. Just a quick heads up to any English speakers that don't know what I'm talking about. We do the intro in Spanish and then we switch from there. Ahí tuve que hablar un poco en inglés, como podrían darse cuenta, homies, porque el día de hoy vamos a tener un caster en inglés y por eso va a haber gente en inglés viendo esto, porque prácticamente, bueno, ya saben, no siempre hay que apoyar y crear más contenido para todos, nada más para México. Y bueno, hoy tenemos un invitado muy choncho. Parte de nuestra serie de cómo ser comentarista, la parte 5 va a ser hoy y con un invitado muy especial. Phil, do you feels me? Phil, el comentarista, el OG junto con Homie Waffles que empezó toda esta shit en el casting aquí en Smash Brothers, media al menos. Entonces vamos a platicar con él, que nos dé un poco de su insight, que nos diga qué opina, cómo está toda la movida. Y pues bueno, un poco de comparación para que también nos pueda compartir un poco de su conocimiento acá a los casters que estamos empezando en México. Ya saben, la Gema es la crema, ahí nos pueden dar follow, pueden comentar a todos sus homies que esto está a punto de comenzar. No sé quién, pero deben saquen el libreto todos apuntes listos para saber de Phil cómo ser un buen caster. Le voy a ir marcando ahora, ya se lo saben. Cualquier cosa igual nos pueden decir. Como siempre, estamos acá monitoreando el chat, atentos para ustedes, para tenerles un servicio de calidad, un stream de calidad, ya se lo saben. Cámara Brothers, así que también recuerden, va a estar en YouTube, no se preocupen. Y bueno, marcando la fila ahora, nada más que responda. Sup. Espera que se contesta. ¿Qué onda? ¿Cómo están? Hey, sup, man?
Hey, man, how you doing?
I'm doing alright. How about you, man?
Good. Nice. Thanks for having me.
No. Thank you for being here, man. Let me just get this out of the way, Phil. Thanks a lot. I've been pestering you since a bit back now.
I'm sorry. The timing was bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I know it. Esports, man. You out there in the field doing your thing, and I respect that, man. And I respect everything you've done until now. Me, as plenty of others watching this podcast, I'm sure in Mexico. I'm really thankful for all you've done for the community and all the way you've paid for the people that are here so far.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, so I mean, respect, man, respect. I think you're true, man. I think you're legit AF. So I just wanted to put that out of the way, and now I just want to talk to you about some casting. Hope you can share some knowledge starts with the people here about how to be a pretty good caster as you are.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So now let me know, man. You've been from back in the day. So yeah, so this is a totally different environment, I assume, from what you started with. Can you tell me about back then when you first started out?
Well, I mean, it was starting out. It was different. More garage tournaments, more house tournaments. Didn't have the. I mean, when I went to Yahoo this week, we had separate trailers for the East Coast and West Coast teams.
Yeah.
Things come a long way. There was no catered food. So yeah, it was a lot more garage tournaments, a lot more tournaments. Still college tournaments now, but it was just smaller. You know, now there's just more abundance of everything.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about 08, 09 back then, right?
When I started, it was the end of 07, so I came in at the end of the MLG era. It's like the end of the Ken era.
Yeah.
That's kind of when I started. Like, end of the era, pretty much every tournament document came right as I started. Men were like shipping towards the Meet King, Cream, DJ, PC, Chris time frame. So that's kind of when I started. And Mango probably come a year or so after that.
Okay, for sure. Alright, so back then it was just for fun, right? I remember once you talked about it, I don't know in which channel, but you were saying that the first, like the Wombo Combo, all those tournaments in the Waffle channel were just you guys starting out, really, like no practice at all, just doing it, right? Kidding.
Yeah, I mean, we commentated because, I mean, commentating weren't really a thing yet. It was pretty much, I guess, kind of, but we were just doing it because it wasn't really popular. Me and Brandon did it as Waffles. Me and Homie Waffles did it just because it wasn't really being done. No one really wanted to commentate. So we just kind of filled that slot. and we would just commentate the matches. There was a lot of good Melee at the time. Brandon had just got his laptop and started recording. We got the idea. We didn't come up with the idea. I had watched a match on I think it was Scar or Pac-Man's channel actually, and they were starting to do commentary. And there was also commentary on the old MLG matches. So that was kind of like the idea. It had been done before, but we figured why not? Wouldn't have the West Coast really by anybody. So Brandon.
Okay, all right. Yes, because it was back then all video only. There was no streaming. It was just kicking off.
No. I remember Brandon the first time Brandon streamed. If you want to see the first time Brandon streamed, typed in Mango versus Sound Spectre. I think it's Mango's Fox. There were some other ones too. You can tell because the video quality suffers.
Okay. Yeah.
Brandon did stream a little bit. Back then.
Okay.
I was like on Just TV. I don't think it was even on Twitch.
Okay, so one could say there was a before and after for this Smash stuff, right? Like you could say that we're talking right now of the after, before like the big boom, because there were booms, right? You know, you talked about MLG and stuff, but you know, after Evo, you know, it kind of like kickstarted from there, skyrocketed.
There have been booms for sure.
That we did before, but there's like a middle there. There's like a space between people switching from the videos to streaming and everything consolidating. Where were you? Because I don't remember seeing you when that was first starting to pop up. Like where were you in the middle of all that?
2013, like during the boom.
Yeah.
Well, I just wasn't as active in Smash. I don't think I was playing as much at the time.
Okay.
And I think that was like kind of like when Frog and V1 were really getting popular. Was like that Apex period. And I had kind of fallen back. I had stopped traveling, and I was still playing in my local scene, but I wasn't traveling anymore. So that's kind of why you hadn't seen me, and I wasn't. So yeah, that's when they kind of. I think that was like when so I wasn't playing during the Evo. Like I don't think I was playing as much like during Evo 2013 and that 2011 through 2013. I think I wasn't playing as much. Okay. So that's probably why you didn't see me.
All right. So talk to me about when you got back in and why did you got back in? Because I mean, like it must have been like a whole different environment, right? Like whoa, what's all this? Where did all this money come from? And even back then it was just big money, but there was money, right?
I think I just started playing again. I started getting more active. I went to Evo 2014.
Yeah.
Which was really nice. Some people donated so I could go. So I went to 2014, and then I just kind of wanted to grind and wanted to play again. So and then that's when you started seeing me again.
Okay, for sure. So what did you see that was different from when you had left and come back? Like how was everything looking when it started to kick off?
I think there was definitely more new faces. I think the documentary, like you had the documentary babies, the documentary kids. So there was definitely those people. Like it was a lot of new faces. Obviously the venues have gotten better. There's more exposure. There's more money in Melee now. So, like that changes pretty much the venues, right? Because there's more money now.
Yeah.
More like big people are picking up, like Yahoo Esports picked up a Melee event. So things like that now.
Yeah.
And so I think social media helped Melee a lot too, with the Facebook groups and Twitter, things like that. I think are helping Melee a lot.
Definitely. So. You mentioned a lot of new faces, yes. Not only players, content creators, and also commentators. So basically before like Scar and Tove, Brog and D1, all those kicked off, you guys were like the main duo. But are there any other duos that you looked around, seen popping up, or any casters that you like to pair up with? We're not pairing up with Waffles or any of that you go to homies.
I'm the biggest Foster fan ever. I love Foster.
Yeah, Foster's lit.
I'm a big Foster fan.
Yeah.
I was unfortunate at rivalries. I wanted to do a block, but I didn't get a chance to. I wanted to do a block with D1 and Prague, but didn't get a chance to. Toast on the commentate with Scar. I don't know if me and Scar haven't done any big sets together. That would be fun. I like King Funk. Is it King Funk?
Yeah, King Funk, yeah.
I'm a fan of him. Him and Foster probably the two I like to listen to in Europe.
Well, yeah.
Trying to think of anyone else I would like to listen to. But yeah, just the main ones that you know about. And obviously Brandon's always the funnest. Homemade Waffles is like, my favorite to work with.
Yeah, speaking of Foster, there was like, the B6 moment, no, B7 moment. You know which one I'm talking about, right? Oh, shit!
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy. Yeah, that's
fun.
But
he's so hype.
Yeah,
he just embodies what I like about commentary. He's just excited, Oh, Blur. Blur is also a commentator.
Okay, yeah. Blur for sure.
Blur is actually, I think, one of the better, one of the best commentators. He has a good mixture of, he has a decent amount of game knowledge, and he also is very enthusiastic, which is what you really want. You want someone that's invested and excited about the game. So yeah, Blur's definitely one.
Okay, I see. I mentioned the Foster bit because well, that was hype. I really enjoyed when he said that live and Homie Waffles was next to him. But not only was it hype, some people might have taken like, oh, what did he say? Oh, esports and not, because that's one of the things that's one of the new things here in the before of Melee, right? Being esports. What could you like give me your opinion on this switch. Like, I know everything's gotta be more formal. You gotta tone it up a bit.
Yeah,
but what's your take on it?
What's my take on it? Well, I understand it. If you want Melee to get on a bigger stage, coming at it from a more professional viewpoint makes sense. You want the game to expand. You want it to keep growing. So I understand what the transition is. I think you want to still keep the heart and soul of the game, so enthusiasm, people getting hype. But yeah, I understand the professional aspect that people are taking. People want to make money, and people want more exposure. So, and that comes with more professional,
Yeah. So, given this, would you say when you came back, you had to switch it up in regards to this? Like, you had to, like, you were like, oh man, I gotta tone it up a bit. Like, I can let the F-bombs drop so fast. Like, did you think of anything like that?
No, I think I might have felt this a little bit at first, but not really. I think for me, it was just not cussing. I've never felt any pressure to be anybody other than who I am. I mean, when people book me,
yeah,
they know exactly what they're getting. So, I mean, if they don't want me for their event because of how I act or what I say, then they wouldn't book me. But if you book me, you know exactly what you're getting. So.
I love that you use the word book. That's some fancy esports shit right there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, you're out there, man.
I've signed contracts now. So
yeah, that's some crazy shit. I still don't sign contracts. So
yeah.
now all of this, I mentioned this of the esports shifting tone because I don't know if you know this. Maybe you do, but here in Mexico, people really love football, soccer. You know, people really love that shit.
Amazing. I wish America liked football the way you guys do, honestly.
So I mentioned this because people here really like soccer. They take it to heart, they take it to soul, and it's very much similar to how meta plays out. If you go to a Mexican Smash tournament, you're gonna see that hype. You're gonna see the same hype as you were in a football match. So the up-and-coming casters or people that commentate events, because it's not so developed as in the US, still have to face that shift. There's some people that have been commentating or trying to commentate since before it began to pick up. And there's the people that come right off the bat with the whole esports 8-hour. They come with suit and tie included. So there's these two different breeds of casters here in Mexico. So I just wanted to ask you, what do you see are like the things one must keep in mind when they're starting to get into casting events?
Well, I think you really have to play the event. You know, if it's a more professional event, then I understand the more professional attire and the more professional manner. Depends on who's sponsoring it. So I really think you have to pay attention to that. You know, at like a Yahoo event, I'm not going to be cussing, right?
Yeah.
Beyond that, I'm not going to be cussing. But if I'm, at an event where it's a grassroots event, depending on the TO, I think you really need to be in touch with the TO, the person running the event, see what kind of energy they want. If they want it to be like a certain amount of professionalism, then you have to honor that. But at the same time, you got to be you. Don't feel like you need to be someone else to be successful. And if you feel like you do, if you feel like you have to be different for them, then you should find an outlet where you can be yourself. So it really just depends. I think it's great to have the energy. What you really want is the energy. You want people to have fun, and that's why people still gravitate to the old Waffles channel. Isn't because it's because of the energy. It's because we're so hyped about it, because we're so excited, and that's what you really want. That's what helps build the scene, and that's what's gonna help Melee last, even if it's not supported by esports anymore. Is that people still enjoy the game and still have the heart for it. So, I mean.
Oh yeah, I totally get it. That's some real ish. Now, inverse to that, what are the things you see up-and-coming commentators seem to do that it's not so good? Like, for example, when you're playing Mart, forward smashing a lot, stuff like that. What do you see are like those things that people should look out for and not do?
Like, as far as like what's the equivalent for commentators? I think honestly, just like being unauthentic. I think there's like you said, people are coming with suit and ties now and trying to be professional versus just being themselves.
Yeah.
That's not what people. I don't know. I understand that's what businesses look for, but I think when you think about the fans, they want to buy into you, and you need to be yourself. You need to be yourself. So I think it's just don't try to be someone different. Make sure that you find a way to work your personality into what you're doing. Yeah, you do have to commentate the match, but find your own rhythm. Don't try to be something you think you're supposed to be.
Okay. All right. Now, I want to touch a bit on compensation. I mentioned this because at the beginning of the year there was a tweet by Crimson Blur that said it's 2017, something along these lines. It's 2017. If you're not paying your casters, you're doing something wrong. Now, I think that's something, I'm sure you agree. That's something that it's pretty big and should be noted. That should be the norm from here on out.
Yeah.
But that's US. Here in Mexico, things are not so advanced. You can barely get your venue. You can barely get people to pay the venue fee. What would you say is a variant or something that could be done here in Mexico? Because events are starting to pick on that. Maybe you might not get paid, but at least you're gonna get in free at the band. You're gonna get some food. Maybe you'll get some travel. What do you think should people keep in mind regarding this?
People that want to cast Mexico. Well, I think you help build the scene up. I mean, like if you want to be a caster, right, and that's really what you want to do, then you invest in it, and you may not get paid right away. But if you keep doing good work, you'll eventually be acknowledged. And ask for money from events that can't pay. Like for some of the smaller events, I'm not gonna ask for money. Right? But yeah, if a big company comes down, then yeah, but I want to be compensated. So I think for them, but it really when it comes down to just investing in yourself. If you really want to be a caster, then you gotta put your time in. You gotta put your work in. I've been not paid for commentating a lot of events. So getting paid is a new thing for me.
Okay, so it's new money.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. And I try to come here to talk to people in bigger esports teams and organizations to pick up Smash. And since I've come here, I've noticed that just as like how US is so advanced from Mexico in terms of Smash, the other esports, and surely in the US as well, the other esports are so advanced from Smash. I mean, like I was talking
definitely.
Yeah, I was talking with a StarCraft caster here in Mexico, and I was talking about what do you think about it? Do you think that you're good with just food, flight, and entering the venue for free? And he was like, no, man, that's just like the basics. You gotta get paid. I mean, like that's a whole different environment. So you mentioned it. You gotta grind. You gotta keep doing it. But for example, for a person like you who has such a background and is already doing the stuff here in the current esports environment, like for example, just recently Yahoo, are you faring in such a way that casting is like I can do this just with casting. I can do this just talking on the mic. I don't need anything else.
It's getting to that point. Yeah. It's getting to that point. I wouldn't say I'm there yet. But definitely getting there for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely casting becomes something that you can do full time in Melee. Depending on your living situation, depending on how much money you need. It's definitely getting to that point though.
All right.
It's there yet, but it's definitely developing.
Okay, so it's growing there. Here, not so much, but you gotta keep grinding. Gotta keep grinding. Yeah. All right. Okay, so talk to me about your stream. I know you've recently started streaming. I mean, it has been a while from now, but the film sessions, it's a pretty big thing. I really enjoy watching it in the mornings when I get up and see some Melee. So can you talk about it? Yeah, I really like it, man. Don't worry about it.
It's funny. I'm really, really lazy about watching matches if I don't do the film session. I used to be someone when I first started playing, I watched Melee all the time. Not just for breakdowns, for just pure entertainment. As I've been around longer, it's something that I don't do as much for just entertainment. So I think for me, it was just important. As just wanting to get better as a player, I knew that I had to put the time in to start watching matches and breaking them down. So that's why I started doing it. And people seem to enjoy them. They've been gravitating towards them, so it's definitely one of my go-tos on my stream.
Okay. So you do all sorts of things. You started off with like the most recent events after the weekend. I've seen you've done the Kids Bop thing. I've seen you done European stuff.
Yeah, Kids Bop. It was fun. I still gotta finish those up. I got a lot of matches thrown at me. I still gotta rock those out.
I actually sent you some bits from.
Yes, you did. You did. I know. I saw that.
And I actually want to ask you now, with all the people in Mexico watching, when is the Mexican film session? When, man?
Oh, I'd love to. It's funny. I'm a big fan of Mexico Smash. I remember watching when I started Bomb Soldier had come out.
Yeah.
And I remember reading in the comments how people said that Twin and Hobby were better. And at the time, people were like, "Oh, that's ridiculous." But when I watched old, like 2006, 2007 Hobby Twin matches, they look very, very modern. Which, I mean, I think it says that if Twin and Hobby got a chance to compete on the MLG circuit, I think they would have been some of the best players, especially against the others. They were way more advanced than American Spaceys 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It wasn't even close.
Yeah, that's a claw talking, man.
Yeah, so I mean, they were way more advanced. I'm a big fan of their scene. I think they've got a lot of individuality. There's still a lot of I think Americans are kind of coming more and more embracing the European style. But when you watch Hobby, I get to see someone who really does feel original and is looking for his own answers. So I'm a big Hobby Fox fan.
All right. I'll let Javi know that. So now, do you think your stream and doing this match analysis has helped your commentary?
Yeah, for sure. I think just knowing more about the game makes you better at commentating. I can comment on more things. I know more about the game. So, and that's important for casters too. I think a lot of people want to just get into casting. Yeah. But I really feel like you should educate yourself on the game first, which does mean putting your time into the game, which does require you to get better, so you can understand the game on a higher level. We're not at the point yet, like in sports, where you have the one caster, like you have the one commentator that's like a prior professional athlete, and the other one that's just like a caster that just kind of keeps you up to date. We're not at that point yet. So just if you want to be a better caster, you really should immerse yourself in the game and get better and learn more about it. It's gonna help your commentary. So
all right. Noted. So I actually, when I was watching the Wizard versus Hungrybox Grand Finals, the first set, I had to watch the ball because I was in the Mexico tournament, so I couldn't see it live. But it's when I was seeing Wizard Timeout H-Box in Dreamland in that fourth game, I actually just felt like I was watching your stream. Like I think, and I agree with I agree with it that it helps, because I actually just feel the same familiarity, the same cozy feeling, you know. And I think it helps. You gotta grind it in such a way that you need to keep casting things, like even if it's not like the live matches.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So well, now we've talked compensation, we've talked esports, we've talked tone, we've talked plenty of things, but now I just wanted to ask, what do you see going from here? What do you see going in terms of casting? We see the implementation of new things like the post-set analysis, all the percentages, opening spell kill, all of that. So what are the things that casters need to look out for in the future with all the things that are keep popping up?
Well, I think that it's just we're gonna have to be, you know, I was looking at some of the other commentators. Yeah. Just in sports, and just thinking about their voices and like staying away from things like and yeah, and having less gaps. So I'm probably gonna get to the point where it's gonna get more professional. Just have to pay more attention to like what you're actually saying. Like I just said but yeah, I don't know. I think this casters, it's just like it's gonna get more and more professional if we get bigger stages.
Okay.
So
all right.
Really just comes down to that. But I think you just keep growing with the game. I mean, enjoy the process. Keep growing with the game.
Okay. I agree with that. Now, I wanna switch from commentary a bit, and I just want to ask you something like straight away. I know when I first messaged you, I think my go-to hook wasn't talking about philosophy or anything like that. It was Final Fantasy Tactics. So I just wanted to get your take on the game. What do you like about it?
I love Final Fantasy Tactics. I'm a big fan. I played that a lot with my brother. That's the one where you can get Cloud. I got Cloud.
Yeah, the PS1. Yeah.
That was a lot of fun, man. Such a good game. I actually remember I messed up my first one.
Yeah.
Because I saved at the final stage, and you can't leave the final stage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because it's multiple battles.
Save at the final stage. I forgot what it's called, but don't save there. Save outside of it.
The airship graveyard. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, don't save there. I had to start over and do everything again. So.
Damn, man.
That was probably the worst part. But yeah, other than that, I love that game. It's one of the best. It's one of the best stories of any games. So,
yeah,
so good.
I mean, medieval whip tactics game. I mean, it's pretty good.
Oh, I love the game. The knights and all the classes. It's a really fun game. You should totally play it if you haven't played it before.
You should. Now, do you just like that one PlayStation 1 game, Final Fantasy Tactics? Do you like the Final Fantasy Tactics subgenre of the game? Do you like Final Fantasy Tactics in general?
I played like the next one, but it was I didn't like it as much. It was kind of more kiddish. I feel like
the advanced one, the Game Boy Advance one, right?
Yeah, I didn't like it as much. I feel like the story didn't drive me as much. But I haven't. You know, it's funny, when I got serious about Smash, I just haven't played that many video games. I just started playing Street Fighter V. That's the first time I really dedicated any hours to a game that's not Smash.
Playing Lola, I've seen in your stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Playing some Laura.
All right, for sure. How are you liking the character?
Oh yeah, it's fun. It's not that hard. It's a pretty easy game, so I'm having fun.
Have you been watching E-League, the Street Fighter Invitation?
Yeah, that's actually why I started playing it. I was like, I watched it, but when I watched that stream, I was having so much fun. And I watched, was it Wolfcrone?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, that looks like fun. So I was like, the character looked kind of fun, and I like I liked Makoto in Third Strike, and that's a character again that Laura's a character that gets grabs, so that'll be fun.
Okay, did you take any notes from the casting in E-League?
No, I am
just watching, just enjoying.
Yeah, just watching. Though I am aware of like what's that guy? When the guy's leading it, we're just getting in more like I actually for the first time at Yahoo Esports like I did a dress rehearsal.
Okay.
So it is getting more professional. So I am more aware of the professional commentators, like what they're saying, their lead-ins, stuff like that. So, and that's brand new. I just started doing that like last week. Something I'm more conscious of now. If we start doing more and more professional events.
All right. Okay, so well, we're getting close to the end of this. I just want to let people in chat know that if there's any questions that you guys want to do to Phil, that was the time. I'm gonna say it in Spanish just in case people don't know. Si alguien quiere hacer unas preguntas para Phil, ahora es el momento, banda. So just before wrapping up, I just want to get 2 more questions, real quick, Phil.
Thank you.
Yeah. First off,
thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I'm a big fan. I love you guys' scene. I'm a big fan of, Eddie Mexico. Javi and Twin, I like Dana Dash and Samus. I don't know enough of their players, but I'm a big fan.
Hey man, we will always be glad to receive you. I'll get the competitive going for Smash Factor 6. We need to get you guys
my passport, but I'm super down to come down there. I'd love to.
All right. I'll hit you up. Maybe we can make it happen. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Okay. Now I just want to ask you, any last words you'd like to give any emerging commentators here in Mexico or in the US in general that you think they should know right off the bat if they want to keep on doing this?
Honestly, I really feel like the biggest thing is just being who you are. I know that sounds corny, but I mean people have to buy into you. So if you want to be successful, find a way to be yourself on the mic, in the game, and anything.
All right, for sure. And my last question now I just want to ask is top 3 rap, dead or alive?
Oh, I like Biggie. I'm a big Luda fan, and I love Get Rich or Die Trying. I listen to Get Rich or Die Trying. I live to listen to the album at least once. Like I listen to the album. All right.
That's interesting. I mean, I don't know. I have a few clips of you singing Future, so I thought, but I don't know. I mean,
Okay. Well, like.
It's different, right? It's different.
Okay, I love Future. He's probably in there too. I love Future. I love The Weeknd's probably like my favorite artist right now, but I love Future. Weeknd's not a rapper, but yeah, Future's. I thought about Future. I thought Future over like all time Ludacris, but if I had to pick one right now, I put Future and Ludacris.
Okay, because it's more recent, right?
Yeah, it's more recent.
Okay.
But if I had to go all time, I'll put Luda, but if I had to put right now, I'll put Future and Ludacris.
Okay, so what are you listening to lately?
What
are you listening to lately in terms of rap?
I'm pretty all over the place. Brandon, like usually Homemade Waffles has something good, I'll listen to that. I listen to a good amount of Drake. I like Drake. I listen to a good amount of Drake. I like Kendrick's new song.
For sure.
Whenever there's a good song, I just listen to it. I have trouble sticking to any one genre. So if Future has a fire song, I listen to it. If Migos has a good song, I listen to it.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to Kendrick's new album. Well, hopefully it's good.
All right. Chat, if you have any last questions, now is the moment, because Phil, well, the space is yours, the mic is open, whatever you want to plug, where people can follow you, all of that, go ahead.
Yeah, everything is pretty much Do You Feels Me, Twitch, follow me on Twitch, slash Do You Feels Me, Twitter Do You Feels Me, and, pop into my stream pretty much every day. I'm streaming Street Fighter right now, so if you want to watch me get better at Street Fighter, and then I always do the film sessions every day too, so.
All right, for sure. Well, I think that'll be about it, Phil. I really appreciate you dropping by.
Yeah, man, sorry I took so long, but thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
No, don't worry about it. I mean, I'll be watching this as well, checking out the repeat, taking on some notes, because I really appreciate all the knowledge starts you've dropped out on the evening. I think people will enjoy them and will help grow the game. So thanks a lot, man.
Appreciate it, man. You guys, you take care, okay?
All right, man. I'll hit you up for the compendium. I'll drop the call now.
I'm ready, dude. Let's go.
All right, man. Later. Ahí, homies. Una disculpa al inicio, se cayó el stream, no sé, wow, qué pena, perdón, quién sabe qué pasó ahí, pero bueno, eso va a poder ver en YouTube ya contento si lo quieren checar. Estuvo muy bueno, me dio mucho gusto poder tener a Phil, creo que compartió bastante, creo que nos compartió grandes cosas, y el factor muy importante, creo que lo vimos en el primer capítulo de cómo ser comentarista, autenticidad. Phil es uno de los homies que es muy legit y prácticamente creo que aquí se demostró, y bueno, hay que seguirlo porque si no te vendes tú a ti mismo, ¿quién te va a comprar, homie? ¿Quién te va a comprar? Así que pues ahí lo tienen, carnales. Ahí estuvo Gema Fantasy episodio 29, pero no se vayan porque Viene el episodio 30 a las 9:30. Lo voy a tener con Marco y vamos a responder la pregunta: ¿cómo estuvo, Yarina? ¿Cómo estuvo? A ver qué tal. I just want to give a quick shout out to all of the English watchers that viewed this so far. I really appreciate it, homies. You can watch this on YouTube, you can follow the channel, you can follow our Twitter, so really appreciate it. Muchas gracias a todos los que vieron, sigan el canal, YouTube, Twitch, todo eso. Muy pronto tenemos más cosas más para ustedes. Voy a bajar el canal ahora, voy a agregar eso para subir YouTube bien chido. Y vaya, prácticamente lo pueden ver en un rato. Y recuerden, en unos 45 minutos vamos a tener el próximo capítulo, así que muchas gracias, broskis. Paz. Montes, Matisse,